On today's episode on WarpDriveM, we are going to try to fix as much as we can on the X5, but the main goal for today's episode, set the steering wheel, the alignment and the alternator, because I cannot drive the car maybe between 6 and 10 kilometers, and after that the alternator light is flashing and I cannot drive the car anymore because it's not charging. So let's begin.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Job done. We have in here the plates from the front, these two ones, 25 millimeters, and in the back 30 millimeters. It was way too much in my opinion, because I rather have good ride quality as optics. I don't need the stands. I need to drive this car and I have to tow some stuff. That's why I wanted something with tow hook. Now we are heading for alignment, and check this out, no lights whatsoever. And, I installed the steering wheel from the E46 because I'm going to sell the E46. Back home in the garage with the X5, and we have a problem. I was trying to make the alignment, or I was on a shop, and everything is off like 6 degrees. Left and right, everything is bad. As you can see in here, everything is with red, but sadly they couldn't do anything because all the nuts and bolts are stuck. They couldn't do any kind of alignment. We have to replace some stuff. So we have in here the tie rods left and right, the booth, we have the clamps, the original BMW clamps, the bigger ones in here, part number for the first one, for the second one. We have some brake lines in the back, because when I replace the wheels I've noticed that one joint somewhere in here, it is pretty rusted and I don't want to have any surprises, so we are going to replace the lines as well. We have the camshaft sensor that we have an error for, and the most important part, we have an rebuild alternator with a gasket. This is the part number for the gasket, and yeah, it's bigger than this. Is one piece is going to go here on this side, on the back side of course. And we have just one error for parking lights, and let me show you why. Because in there we have engine lights working, and in here we don't have engine lights working. As a safety precaution, BMW wiring loom is like this done. You will have a side marker. When this one will work, this will be just the side turn, the blinker. But error is still there, and is going to be there till we receive the headlight, because we cannot replace the engine lights. Are LEDs and melted in there aftermarket headlights, so I have to replace the headlights completely in order to make the engine lights work. Oh, the lights are on and now off. See that? So, and I press the brake, so nothing wrong with the brake works just fine. First step is to remove the battery, but because we have to remove a lot of stuff in order to reach the battery, I'm going to undo this negative cable from the battery to the chassis, because it's the same thing, but you have to isolate this cable. So 13 millimeter nut, take the cable out, and we just have to isolate this. We don't want to have any contact with the chassis. and we can start disassembling the alternator now. In the front now we are going to remove all the covers, the fan, the ventilator, the fan shroud, and we have to drain the water because the alternator is water cooled. So with a prying tool or a plier, something like this, take all four corners out. And first cover is out. In order to remove the fan, we need a special tool to hold the water pump, and don't forget this one is reverse thread 32mm spanner. This is the tool, this is a 32mm spanner. Like I said, reverse thread, something like this. You have to be careful at the end of the thread. Do not drop the fan because you are going to break the blade, just like my case. But I have a lot of fans in the garage, so that's why I don't care too much. Fan clutch is out. Like I said, I have a bunch of them for this engine, 4 or 5 on stock, so not a problem, but I didn't broke anything. After that, air sensor, press in here and take the plug out. Okay, apparently I have to use my good hand. Yep, that's out. And basically we are going to remove these clips, these plastic clips, one in here, one in the middle, and another one in here. Take the shroud out. Clips out, and basically we have to pull the shroud out. And now we have a lot of access, almost full access. We have to take the plug out from the alternator, that's our dash light, and the power cable, 17mm nut. It should be, it's a plastic nut, or the cover is plastic, you have to be careful with that. I took the water hose out, which is this one. Take the covers out from the pulleys with a flathead screwdriver or a pick tool. Take that out. You will have two T50 screws. One is the tensioner, this one underneath, and this one is the pulley itself. So the pulley, you have to take the bolt completely out, and on the tensioner you have to tighten the pulley till the belt comes off. It's quite easy, in fact. After that we can take the belt off. Perfect. Now we have to undo a 13mm nut. Be careful because you might have some washers, like in my case. Okay, and this T50, and we can take the tensioner out. Okay, completely out. And now we can slide the tensioner complete out. This is the tensioner. Now we have full access to the alternator. We are going to take this plug out, press on the side and release. After that, a couple of 10mm screws, and normally should come out. After I removed all 6 10mm screws, I think we are ready to take this one out. This alternator is round, you can put it in any position. That's why mark the position on the housing, on the alternator, and you are good to go. I think we can take it out. Oh, is that easy? Holy smokes, is that easy? Okay, it's out. Where is the gasket? Do we have a gasket? Yes, it's here. Okay, let's hope this line is not going to be in our way, but apparently is. So I just have to use my both hands. We have in here the old one and the new one. This is not the new, it's a repaired one, but with warranty. So we can see on the repair one, it's a Bosch unit 12394. the old one Bosch 12394. It's the same exact part number and everything. This one is repaired, this one is not. Now we are going to check for our mark, put it in the position, and we are good to go. I've put everything back in reverse order. Let's see. So, no light for the battery, for the alternator, so that means at least it's working. But we have the ABS lights back on. Yep, so at least we know that the alternator is charging. I'm going to check, I'm going to measure the voltage and pour some water, and we are going to drive test the car, wait till it's warm, and check if we have the light back or not. Everything is put back together, no lights on the dash, even the ABS is gone. After 4 kilometers the ABS lights are back on, of course. We are going to fix that as well, but in this episode we have to be sure that the alternator is charging, because we cannot drive the car, or I cannot daily the car as long as we have an error for the charging system. I think it's fixed. We have no light for the alternator whatsoever, so that was the problem. Back in the garage after 7 kilometers. Usually on these kilometers the light will be on. We have the lights on. I had the radio, the fan is on third level. No light. It's fixed. Another problem solved. It's charging. We can daily drive the car till we do the other repairs. We are going to replace the wheels. We have new set of wheels for the X5 in silver, original wheels. Very good tires in the front and in the back. Don't mind this engine, it's for something else. In the back as well, everything is perfect. We have to fix the steering wheel because everything is stuck in there. We have new parts, we just have to take the old ones out, put the new ones, straighten the steering wheel and the brake lines in the back. But all of that will be in the next episode. With all of that being said and done, we are at the end of the video. For the next episode we have a lot of work to do on this car. If you want to see more progress on this one, join me for the next episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, as usual, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.